Okay, so there was some confusion on the message boards about the difference between using Solve and SolveSystem. So here's an example of if we want to solve, let's just say, maybe say a cubic equation. So x cubed plus 5x squared minus 3x plus 2 equals 0. We'll solve for x. And I get three answers here. Two of them are complex, one is real. Another way to do this is if you're looking for instance, the real valued solution, one of the things you can do is this will solve, it has this internal calculation it's doing, but if you want to do a more numerical approach to just get one root in particular, you can give a starting value, for instance, a guess of 1. And then it didn't find any solutions because the method that it's using didn't converge to that root. But if I were to, I'm doing apple C and then apple V to get it, but if I were to start at an initial guess of say -1, then it converges to the solution. So if you want to be safe, don't include an initial guess because I believe it's using Newton's method to find the root. Another thing you can do is if you wanted to converge to one of the complex roots, then usually you have to start with a complex initial value. So if I do that, let's see, yeah, so it converged to one of the roots, and if we pick a positive I, we get the other root. So this is an example of how to use solve, and in particular if I wanted to do just a quadratic, so for instance x squared plus 2x plus 5, I can do it just like this, and it assumes that it's going to equal 0 and we're going to solve for x. And another cool thing that I like is that you can just input the values of the coefficients, so 1, 2, 5, and it automatically interprets it as x squared plus 2x plus 5, or for instance if I put in a -5 here, I'll copy and paste, then we get the solutions to the equation x squared plus 2x minus 5. So this is solve. Solve is more for just algebraic equations, and then SolveSystem is what you want to use if you want to solve a system of equations. So for instance x plus y equal to 9, and then x minus y equals to 7, and then it gives you what it gives you is a matrix of values. So it gives you the first, so if we said xx equal that, then xx of 1 gets you the list of the variables, and then xx of 2 gives you a list of the corresponding values. So again, if you want to solve a system of equations, and you can do more than just 2, but if you want to solve a system, you want to use the command SolveSystem, and if you just want to solve something like a polynomial or another equation, then use the command solve.